Hi friends, in this video, we are going to add a department name into the grid. Okay. Now, as of now, you are able to see the employee details, but still the department information is missing in the grid. But how to add that one? That is what we are going to see now. Go through the employee detail table. You have department ID. But unfortunately, the department ID would be going to be 1, 2, 3, something like that. But we want the department name to be in the grid. To add that one, we need to join the employee information and the table department information. So two table detail has to be joined. So one table is employee table, the other one is employee department. Okay. Both the table to be joined and the join query to be created, and that should be added in the report. So that should be the process. To get the join query, we are going to use ChatGPT. Okay. So that is the session we are going to have today. So let me take you there. So now we have opened the chatgpt.com. Okay. So I want to give a small introduction about ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a AI tool, that is artificial intelligence tool. We are using that one to generate the query. Okay. So how to utilize this one is the what we are going to see now. Okay. So let me go back to the application, the end project where we have the structure. So here we have LM. So that is our employee table information. We'll go to SQL and tag, copy the structure, Control A, Control C, copy the structure. Then we'll come to the ChatGPT. Okay. Control V. Okay. Now we are going to type the requirement. What is the requirement? I want a join query. Correct. Let me do that one. So what I did is get me the SQL list, employee details with the department name and both the table comtrans ID equal to @comtrans ID and deleted record equal to false. This is our general rule that you know very well. For any table, you want to make a SQL, this is a general rule we should apply. Correct. So this I applied. This I requested the ChatGPT follow this instruction for all the table you list out. Okay. So I said both the tables because there are only two tables. So get me the SQL to list employee details with department name and both the table comtrans ID equal to @comtrans ID and deleted record equal to false. Okay. Let me enter. We'll see what. So now you could see the query has come up. Let me copy. So it not only gives query, but also it gives an explanation also. So what is the purpose of the query? Okay. So the query starts here, select e.empid, like that all the columns are listed out. And finally, the join command also given. Okay. So employee table is here and employee department is here. Both the tables are joined. The where department ID of employee table is equal to department ID of department are combined. And the comtrans and deleted record is also related. Okay. And deleted record is also updated. Okay. So perfectly the query is been updated. Now what we need to do is we need to copy this query directly. Okay. and we have to utilize it for the thing. So to copy this exactly the query, we can go back to the instead of putting control A, what you can do, you can select from here so that you will copy only the query, not the other stuffs. Okay. Like that, you put down arrow. Okay. So now control C, go to notepad. You can delete the existing thing and paste. Okay. So you got only the query. Okay. The other stuffs are not required. Okay. So the other stuffs will help you to understand the MySQL. That's a bigger advantage with ChatGPT. Okay. So now we are going to make use of this query to create a report. Okay. Before that, let us test whether this is working. So let me do that one. Here we are going to type the query and see whether we are getting the result. So only thing that you have to remember is where at trans. See, the at trans ID alone should be converted to 1. That you should remember while putting the SQL. So what I'll do, I'll save this file. Okay. I'll save this SQL as a file. Okay. Under a local folder, employee and department join query SQL. Right. So let me save that. So done, it is saved. Okay, now what I'm going to do, for testing phase, I'll again make a copy here and change the at Comtrans ID to 1 for testing phase. Okay, so let me copy this and put it in the SQL test and execute SQL. Okay, good. We got the result. So simple from ChatGPT, we have copied the SQL and executed it. Okay. So that is the purpose of ChatGPT. So you need not worry about, see, the very purpose of this ChatGPT is need not worry about the complex SQL command. The ChatGPT will help us to write the query. It also help you to study the MySQL, which would be become you will become a master in MySQL in a very short period after doing a lot of testing with ChatGPT. Okay, good. So now the result is available. So we need to create a report. Few points to be remembered while copying the SQL part from ChatGPT. Okay, that we are going to explain here. So when you copy this SQL command, I'm just going to copy this. Okay, I'll use drop down. Okay, till end of the query. Okay. So up to semicolon, I have copied. Okay. Right. So this I took a copy of it and I'll go to Notepad++, open a new tab, paste it. Now, what are the corrections? See, you have to go through certain things here. Though ChatGPT gives an accurate SQL, but still we need to see whether everything is normal. It is our basic responsibility to check up. Okay. On a high level, you see whether join command is there. Already we have explained what is join command. On a high level, whatever depth you are aware of about the MySQL, to that extent you check whether things are right. Okay. But you doesn't know MySQL, no botheration, still you can go ahead. But finally, you have to check only one thing, that is this particular part. Whether all table used in the SQL have Comtrans and deleted records. This is very important. Okay. Here ChatGPT has given e.comtrans ID equal to @comtrans ID. Okay. But it left the D part. So we need to add D also. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this, paste here, delete and put D. decom. Okay. So decom trans ID is equal to at com trans ID. Okay. And of course, okay. And you have to add and command. See, and is a junction. So we need to add a and command so that we are adding the one more condition to that existing where command. That's the purpose behind this and. Okay. So and d.com trans ID equal to at com trans ID. Then and delete record and e deleted record and d deleted record are comes. Okay, you need to check whether all tables, comtrans and deleted records are covered. And finally, there is one more thing that you need to delete the semicolon. This is very important. See, why we need to delete semicolon? Because once you copy this to our report model, okay, into the end project, that anyhow I'm going to show you, okay. So there the semicolon shouldn't be there because after this order command, if order command is there, that will be implemented. Even though if it is not there, even then you cannot have semicolon. So you need to remember to delete the semicolon. And one more thing, all at command should be changed to question mark. This is very important. So at trans ID is there. Okay. See, now what is the purpose of at? Is, see, whenever you do some testing on MySQL directly, okay, the at is generally used. Okay, this is where you work out with workbench. So need not worry about too much on that. Very simple. Wherever at symbol is there, you need to convert that into question mark. So what I need to do, I can simply put Control H, replace all, at symbol and question mark, replace all. That's it. So, so what will happen? This will replace all the at symbol to question mark, and that's about the query is absolutely ready for putting in the report. Okay, fine. Now we'll go to the end project and add the report. That part we are going to see now. Once all changes completed, now we need to copy this or save this as a text file. So we are going to save this file as, okay. So I'm going to give like employee details with department dot SQL. Okay. So save. So the file is saved. So now how to add this to the report that we are going to see. So we'll go to the end project. Here already I have created a new report. I'm just going to save this. So actually no parameter is required. A default parameter should be okay. So details with department, all necessary information has been given that you are already familiar with. So save. Okay. Now I'll go to new SQL. Give a table name employee DBT. Okay. So LM procedure. Okay. And employee list with department. Okay. So necessary information. Now, from the text file, how to import the SQL here? That we are going to see now. I can directly go here, browse the SQL, employee detail with department. SQL is there, open. So once you give this, then all the necessary information has been, that SQL has been dropped here. Okay. If you find any blank space which you are not relevant to you, then you can delete that one. Okay. So done. So up to the last line of the query, it is copied here. You just check once whether all detail are there. Yes, all detail are here. So the information is saved. Now I can directly save. That's it. So we created just like that from ChatGPT. We copied the query, put it as a text file and imported here and everything is done. That's it. So you need not type line by line. You can just import the text file. Fine. That's about this video. So we'll see in the next video. Bye then.